Let's talk about mom life. Life. Oh my god. Hey guys, it's Shi'nae here, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I am so proud of myself for being able to put this episode out and to do it before Friday. It is currently Tuesday, and I didn't pressure myself into staying on a schedule and doing this and making sure like even if I'm super busy and tired, I get this episode out. I took my time. Yes, my life is hectic. Yes, I have a lot to do. Even when school's over. Well, today was the last day of school. And my life is still crazy. I am a mom and I have a lot of responsibilities. Um, but I'm glad to talk to you about mom life because it's something that I truly, truly love. Okay, let's get into it. As you guys may or may not know from the first episode called Let's Talk About Me, um, I have a daughter. Her name is Trinity, and she's the best thing to ever happen to me. She's currently 3 years old. Her birthday is March 10th. So I think, what is she? A Pisces? I don't know. I think so. I think she's a Pisces. Um, but yeah, she's the best thing to ever happen to me. Um, if you heard my story from the pregnancy episode where I dove into a little bit about what happened while I was pregnant and the story of how I gave birth, you know all that stuff if you listen to it. If you haven't, take some time to listen to it because I think it is the most different thing I've ever heard of. Like it wasn't common that I've known of, and I am different. I'm not like everyone else. I do have type 1 diabetes, so I knew that things would look differently. I just didn't know it would be that different from like a normal pregnancy. Yes, I am hyping it up because it is a cool story to tell, and I would tell this story for the rest of my life if anybody asked me. Like, I would. It's pretty cool. So take a listen to that episode if you can and have time. You won't regret it. But back to mom life. So after a little bit of struggle for a couple of months, being a new mom, trying to get everything together, had started college and stuff like that, Trinity became my best friend. She was always my best friend, but it was just a little hard in the beginning. And I don't know, like, just fell in love with her cute little face, her little quirks. The first time she said hi, I think she was like 3 months. I don't know why that girl was saying hi at 3 months, but okay. And she's so perfect. And she's so perfect now. It's funny because one thing I do tell people in a joking matter, don't have kids. I do not like, not that, I don't like when people say, like, oh, your kid's so cute. It's making me want to have a baby. Like, to me, a little bit that feels so insulting. I don't know. I don't know how to explain why it feels insulting, but it's like, no, you don't. Like, don't just say you want to have a kid because you see another kid. There's a lot to mom life that people don't really know about, and it's hard. And I don't know how other people grew up. Maybe their moms um didn't show them the hardships of being a parent, but it's hard. It's not as easy. It's not as glamorous as buying baby clothes and putting it on your baby. It's long nights of crying, um the baby being in pain, and the baby can't talk to you because it's a baby and they don't know English. They don't know how to use words. They don't know how to formulate that. They know how to think. They know what they want, but they can't communicate it with you. And it's doctor visits and checkups and shots and babies getting hurt and allergies and figuring out what your baby wants to eat because they're picky. Like there's a lot in there, and it's a big mental toll. So when someone says that, it's just like, you're annoying me. Go away. Like, please, no. It's not as easy. But I will say, as I think I've said before, Trinity is the greatest baby. Everybody has their bias, but she is. She was super easy and not at all hard on me as I would have guessed a baby would have been. Now that doesn't mean I didn't have hard times, but that means like my mindset has shifted, I it's not that I expect the worst, but I expect to be prepared for anything bad to happen, or not like, them getting hurt or anything, but like throwing up or pooping on me or peeing on me, like stuff like that. But no, she's perfect. Little to no problems. She did have acid reflux when she was um just a new baby. She wasn't able to sleep in her crib, so we had to keep her in her car seat. And I put her car seat in the crib. And, adjusting to that mom life, it was a little hard, waking up in the middle of the night sometimes, but sometimes. Like it literally wasn't an ongoing thing. Like it was sometimes. Like she didn't really wake up in the middle of the night. Unless if she was like maybe having a bad dream, I think. That's what could have been going on. Or maybe if she was hungry. But no, we didn't have any bad times at all. So that that part easy for me. And she was so tiny and cute, and oh my god. And as she got older, you start to compare yourself with um other parents and other children, and you start to wonder, why is my kid not sitting up? Why is my kid not rolling over or walking? Now, she was on track with the sitting up and rolling over. She did that pretty easily. Um, but she didn't start walking until about 17 months. And I did have outside influences that made me doubt my parenting and my ability to, help my child when they would say, "Oh, my kid was walking at this age, and oh, why isn't she walking yet? Like you were walking at this age." And it's just like, okay, I get it. I'm a really chill person. Like I don't react as badly. Like if she fell, I didn't overreact. I knew she was okay. I wasn't scared, you know? It takes learning curves. You got to fall to learn how to not do it anymore. And being that way didn't really make some of the people around me feel good about that. Like they would question, like, why aren't you reacting like this? Why aren't you doing like, don't ask me why. This is how I want to parent, and it's been working for me. So leave it. I'm okay. She's okay, and we're okay. Um, Other things like talking. Now, she is doing very well now. She is 3. She is I don't know, maybe like 50%. 50% there of fully talking. Um, but it's okay. I understand her, and I think they understand her at school, The more you're by a person or a baby, the more you understand them. So she's okay. She's not fully getting everything out, but she tries her best, and that's all I look for. Is for her best. Something that we always do every morning is that because I wake up before her to pack her lunch for school, I say good morning. She says good morning back, and I always ask her, how did you sleep? Was it good? And she always says yes. And she'll tell me about her dreams. or if she doesn't, I'll ask her. And yeah, we say I love you and give each other kisses. And she's just grown to be this perfect person. Like today, a new kid um was at the school, and we got out the car at the same time, and she just went up to the kid, saw the kid in the car seat, the kid came out, and then she grabbed the kid's hand. She's so sweet and just so perfect. She loves connecting with kids her age, older. She loves people too. She'll say hi to you on the street. And maybe she'll get a little sad if you don't say hi back, and I will get upset too, but that's life. But she doesn't let that make her sad forever. She's like, it's like I look up to my daughter, and I don't think that's weird. You can look up to somebody younger than you. You can look up to somebody who has different traits than you that you would like to implement in yourself. um yeah, she's really great. And people see that when they're around her. People notice that. People compliment her all the time when we're out about how nice she is, how beautiful she is, how sweet, you know? And I don't know, I just think that's what mom life's about. Creating this person and seeing how they grow, and it teaches you a lot of things. Sometimes even about yourself. And it's like, how can I learn something from a baby? But, it teaches you patience. It teaches you sometimes even how to cook. If you don't know how to cook before, it teaches you how to cook. I know how to cook before, just saying that. Um but yeah, it teaches you so many things that you might not have even noticed. Everything's like a step in learning. You learn something new every day. Just like how I told my aunt yesterday that the percentage number on the weather app, it isn't the chance of rain, it's how much in that area is going to get rain. So if it says 50%, it means 50% of that area is going to get rain. Not it might rain 50%, like the chance of rain is 50%. Nope. The more you know. Yeah, mom life. It's great, it's beautiful. It's hard. It can be sad sometimes, and depending on the support system that you have, it can be lonely. If you don't have that many people to help you, it might be you and that baby against the world. You know what? In the end, it'll be okay. Because that baby will learn how fierce their mom or dad are. And isn't that worth it? I think it's worth it every day. Even when I'm sad, looking at her, picking her up from school, seeing her smile, that makes me happy. And I know that happens to a lot of parents. That I've learned happiness. I've gained happiness. I'm not alone. You're not alone either. Because it's you and that baby against the world. And I keep saying that because it is. You guys can achieve so much with just the two of you. Or more if you have more kids. Oh my god, if I had more kids, I want to have four. Being surrounded by love and giving my love to someone, that's awesome. It is awesome. And no matter how hard mom life may seem to you, it gets better. You have to learn patience. You have to learn how to control your emotions as best as possible. You have to take space. You don't need to be by that baby all the time, even if it's just you and the baby. Sit them in front of a TV or a phone or a tablet if you don't have a TV. Decompress. Go in the room, decompress, or the living room, wherever you have the baby at. Go in a different room, decompress. Sing a song, take a shower, do some breathing exercises. Squeeze and let go of your hands. I learned that in therapy. um, yeah. It's okay. We can get through this together. And although my daughter is 3 and I know I have a lifetime, not even 18, because I'll still support her no matter what age, a lifetime of years worth of learning, growing, and experience to go through. I know you got this because we got this. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit uplifting. Um, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll be here. I'm going to write out my thoughts for the next episode because I don't know if it's going to be a lot, but it's something that I definitely need to make sure I pull out every thought from my mind so I can have it for this episode and the next one after. So I'll see you guys next week, and thank you for joining me today. Make sure if you have any questions or anything you would like me to talk about in this podcast, you can email me at letstalkwithshi'nae@gmail.com. That's LETSTALKWITHSHINAE at gmail.com. Bye.